Sir, do you know why I pulled you over?
Speeding?
No, it's because your intro sucks. Please step out onto the curbside.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Curbside podcast, the podcast where we talk about cars and everything to do with cars. Hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. My name is Jeff. I drive a 2004 Honda S2000, and I am your Southern Californian, Taiwanese American. That's what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah. What's up, guys? My name's Parth. Drive a 2016 M3. We're out here in NorCal. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it.
And I'm Andrew. I'm back from my brief hiatus. I drive a 2015 Subaru BRZ, and I am Taiwanese American.
Sweat. So, how's y'all's Thanksgiving?
Good,
It's awesome.
man. A lot of food and stuff, you know?
Cool. I know Andrew was over at my place.
Yep, I spent it with you, so you know how my Thanksgiving was.
Yeah. Lots of White Claws.
White Claw.
This episode is sponsored by White Claw. Just kidding.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
This episode would like to be sponsored by White Claw.
Yeah. So on Wednesday, before Thanksgiving dinner, Andrew and a couple friends of ours went to the LA Auto Show.
Pretty sweet experience. Forgot my ID, didn't get to do any test drives. Missed out on a sweet ride on a Honda or Acura NSX. So I sat there for an hour, so that was awesome.
I didn't understand why they needed your ID.
Yeah.
To
Acura, you need to
ride
come on.
in an NSX.
Oh, to ride in it?
Yeah, they would have you like do a test ride and drive or whatnot of their normal cars, and then they would have you go out with a pro driver, quote unquote, to do a ride in the NSX, which was fun.
Yeah, Jeffrey, how was your experience? Because I sat in a chair for an hour waiting for you. Tell us about how that was. Your first ride in a NSX.
Okay, so I wasn't know what I was expecting. I was like, okay, this is a cool car. People say it drives nice, and sadly it was raining, so they were like, yeah, we can't push it too hard today. We're like doing 30%. I was like, okay, I guess. Yay!
It didn't sound like it.
Yeah, so we went out into the rain, and the way this guy was taking corners was like, you would think you would feel a bit of slide or something the way he was taking these corners, because he was taking them hard and fast.
Yeah.
But the car remained perfectly level and perfectly stuck to the road, and I was like, how? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it doesn't even have a turning column or a steering column.
Yeah, exactly. So I was mind blown.
That car's a weapon, dude.
Yeah. And then we got stuck in traffic.
Oh, they were doing test drives actually on the road?
Yeah, they were doing test drives like on the streets of LA and then on the freeway, and then he missed an exit. And
Yeah, so Jeffrey got an
exit,
extended
quote,
ride.
It's so nice, dude. You gotta drive one, Jeff.
give me one, Parth.
No.
Why not?
I wish I had one.
It's only a little money, man.
Yeah.
What about you, Andrew? What was your fun stuff from the LA Auto Show?
I sat in a Supra, the brand new Supra. That was pretty cool. I need one.
I need one.
Or I rode and stuff. I didn't get to drive anything, but the Range Rover experience, that was really cool. We got to do some off-road. The normal test drive around the street was kind of boring, but the off-road stuff was pretty cool. Yeah, we did some pretty crazy maneuvers, and it was insanely comfortable.
What Range Rover Land Rover does is they bring, I guess, piles of dirt, and they just put it onto this empty parking lot, and they make different like banks and uphills and whatnot, and they let us drive them over. My gosh, some of the angles you're at, right, Andrew? Like,
Yeah.
you feel like you're about to like fall
Yeah,
off straight
you
off.
thought you thought the car would like tip over, and like if I opened the window, I could have reached out and touched the floor, but
Damn.
yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah, the best part about those tests are they're showing it to people that'll never do anything like it. Like the people who actually buy them. It's like, yeah, my car can do this, and they're just gonna be driving around the streets like
The people that will actually buy these cars probably didn't even do those test drives.
We're asking them, right? Like, what percentage of your clientele actually will go out to do this?
You asked them the
Yeah, he's like, probably 0.5%.
0.5%. Damn.
No, seriously, and that 0.5% is probably the guys on the Grand Tour.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't give you like some bullshit answer.
No,
Like,
they know their clientele.
All our customers, they know the capabilities of the car, but it's their choice to what they do or some shit like that. I'm surprised he just told you straight up, like 0.5% if that.
Yeah, they were not sales guys, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, LA Auto Show was a really good experience. We actually got a lot of cool stuff. We were at the Honda booth for a while trying to win these little toy cars, and we were playing this game. You just had to get like a minimum score to win this little 1 out of 10,000 little die-cast models. I got 4 of them. Jeffrey's friends got a couple of them, and Jeffrey could not beat the game and got none of them, so we gave him one.
I got a grand total of 0 cars that day.
Yeah.
I hate that game. All right, this week, guys, I wanted to get into the topic of, here's an interesting one. What are your favorite and least favorite car modification trends?
Oh, dear God.
Yep, this is going to be a good one.
Jeff, you go first.
I think lowering a car does a whole world of difference to the way a car sits.
Yes.
Because cars come out of the factory as monster trucks.
No, you want to know what car comes out of the factory as a freaking monster truck? Is a goddamn F80 M3. That's the one that comes out of the freaking, factory as a monster truck. You look at the front end of that thing, and you're like, what were they thinking of BMW? None of their other M cars like that, so that's why I had to lower my M3, and it looks so nice now.
What do you guys prefer? Okay, bags, coilovers, or the dreaded lowering springs?
Coilovers.
Hey, don't talk shit on lowering springs, man. I've been there.
Yeah, bro, don't talk shit about lowering springs, man. I'm also on that shit right now, okay?
Yeah, I feel like, okay, see, there. Yeah, a lot of M3, the new M3, M4 owners go lowering springs because you don't need to spend the money on coils to go like an inch lower.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you want the adjustability, I think coils... I'm on coils now, so, coil gang, haha.
Yeah.
Wait.
See, if you have the money, you can go for coilovers. If you don't, you go for lowering springs and you have fun.
Yeah, exactly. So I think if you're going for looks, lowering springs all the way. If that's all you're looking for, springs all the way. If you need functionality out of it, dampening control, if you want, stuff like that, coils for sure. Bags... I think bags have honestly come a long way.
Yeah.
They used to be just like, slam everything. But, I mean, there's people tracking bags nowadays.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I feel like bags would be nice.
Yeah,
because not only that you like lower your car when it's parked, but it sounds comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I want? I want that suspension that's in the Ford GT.
The hydraulic system?
The hydraulic lift. That's what we need.
Is that like the front end lift?
No, it's like it lifts the whole car up and drops it within seconds.
Damn.
It's insane.
And I'm just thinking, man, but like if you put that on your car yourself, you got to make sure you calibrate it right before you drop it, because there's a chance that you're just like, all right,
so
Lord.
You just slam the car to the ground.
Yeah, your wheel just destroys your fender.
Yeah, but like after having had lowering springs now, like my drop isn't that big. Like if you take a look at the picture, I think Jeff, you posted a photo of it on Instagram one time, right?
Yeah.
And it's not a crazy drop. It's not like I slammed my car or anything like that. And I think the rear end didn't even go down lower because of how the springs are designed, because the rear end's fine. It's the front end that's the problem in the F80 M3s. So it just lowers the front end a bit, not even that much.
Yeah.
But because of how the goddamn car is designed, I scrape over fucking everything, bro. Every goddamn
That's
thing.
just part of the life, man.
It's the life. I know. I chose the life, okay? I understand that, but I don't want it anymore. I'm tired of
What?
it, man.
You want the monster trucks back?
No, I don't want the monster truck. Like, see, I won't do it for the monster truck, but I do it for a hydraulic lift kit, or actually, solution to all my problems is a Hellcat, but...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right, well, you're telling me I hope you never get coils. The other day, I sped over a speed bump I didn't see.
Oh, no.
Went over it, and when I got home, there's like little fender light things on the BRZ on the sides. Those little, I don't know what they're called, fender markers or something. Popped out, totally popped out, disappeared on the freeway. I put it back in, and I was on the freeway. Halfway through, I hit a little bump, like boom, and then all of a sudden you see the light just. I get home, completely gone. Now, the only thing that's there is a piece of Gorilla Tape so that it doesn't get wet.
Oh my god.
So, I hope you never get coilovers.
You've lost a couple car parts, huh?
Yeah, stupid coils. But
Just
hey, it looks sick.
Yeah, I mean, they're sick, but like, just having had some lowering springs, I'm like, coilovers will be even more of a difficult life, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
I definitely went lower when I went coilovers. It looks fucking awesome. But yeah, I have to go into my own driveway at an angle, so.
yeah.
So coils are lower. Are they harder?
It depends.
Well, it depends. You can custom build coils. So coils will come with like a set spring rate. I think if you buy a specific coilover for a specific car, it might either match or it might be a little stiffer. But the coils I have, they're definitely stiffer. So the stock BRZ spring rate is like 6 or 7K. I'm at 10. I definitely feel everything. Yeah, but hey, the payoff is when you get onto an on-ramp, you get to hit it at like 60, no body roll.
No, dude, the payoff is when you step out of your car and you look back and you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
that looks real good.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then,
That's a real reason why you
and
get
then you're
coilovers.
just glad that your car is low enough in the front that nobody can see the bottom of your front lip, which is probably gone to shit.
Yeah, actually, last winter, my lip was eaten by a puddle getting onto the
Damn.
freeway, so...
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the day that I come in contact with some sort of pothole or dip or something that I just cannot avoid, and the entire front of my lip just rips off. I mean, it's about to happen soon enough. I noticed a crack in mine on the bottom the other day. I'm like, oh, look at that.
Yeah, just never buy an expensive lip because you will go through a couple of those. I've gone through 3 now.
My shit is like, I think I bought it used from another M3 owner. It's one of those plastic whatever the shit it is.
Yeah.
What is it? M lips. I bought it used from somebody for like $70. I'm like, yeah, that's fine with me.
Yeah, that's perfect.
You know the mod that I hate the most? And this always happens in BMWs and maybe some other German cars. Is motherfuckers putting fake M badges on their damn cars.
Yes, preach.
You know how dumb that shit is, dude?
Yeah, M badges, AMG badges. Yeah, you see like AMG S550. What the fuck is that?
Like, it's seriously, like, I'm like, I have more respect for you if you're driving a regular 335 and you don't put a fucking M badge on it. I'm like, oh, that's a 335. That's a cool car. I like that car. Dude puts an M badge on it. I'm like, dude, what is he trying to do?
Yeah.
What's he trying to do? And then the worst is when those 335 owners put an M3 badge on it specifically, and you're like, you're not an M3. There was one time in college, me and a buddy were driving down to the grocery store, and there was a quote-unquote M5 in front of us. And we're like, oh, dude, look, M5. Dude, looks pretty sick. And we're both like BMW enthusiasts, and we can spot like fake shit hella quick. That car, it took us a while. Like, we were debating for a while. Is that fake? No, dude, it's not fake. Is that fake? Yeah, dude, it's fake. No, dude, it's not fake. And then when we found out that it's not fake was when we pulled up next to him and we realized that he didn't have like the M5 side vents on the front fender.
Bastard.
Yeah, that's when we found out, like, yep, that's definitely fake. Like, what the fuck? Like, he worked hard at trying to make the thing not look like a freaking regular 5 Series, man.
Yeah. See, like the only caveat to that is I respect the people that take like, for example, like the Civics. They take a domestic Civic and they do like a Type R replica. The people that go like the extra mile, they bring in the interiors, the shift knobs, the steering wheel, like the correct paint color and all that. I can
Engine
respect
swap.
that. Yeah, exactly. I can respect that.
Yeah.
But when you just put a badge on
bolt
it,
some parts on there and like maybe an exhaust, like, no.
Yeah.
I think
That's
just in general,
cringy.
putting badges where they don't belong. There's one time in Vegas, I think you were there, Andrew, where we saw a Geo Metro with a Mercedes badge on.
Oh, okay. Well, those people are just clowning. I've seen a Lexus badge on a Geo Metro. I've seen all kinds of badges on. I've seen Ferrari badges on FRSs.
No way.
Oh yeah.
What the fuck, dude? One fake badge that I did see that I actually did like recently was somebody sent me a snap of a 2 Series, and the guy had a 2, and then he put like 5 threes after it. It was like a 230 whatever the shit it is, right? Except he put 2 3 3 3 3 3 3 3 I. Which that one I'm like, all right, he's just trolling.
Yeah, there's just some people that just don't care, and that's all right.
Fine,
that's okay with me.
He's not like trying to be something else.
Yeah.
The people
Yeah.
that are trying to be something else when they're not that's the thing that pisses me off.
Yeah. Yep. The other day I was driving to work and I saw, like the what is it? The BMW M Coupe, the shoe.
The little one. That's like the
Yeah,
Z4, but it's like a hardtop version of it.
Yeah. This guy, I think he had like a normal Z4. And he had like 3 M badges on it. It was an M on the right side, M on the left side, and then an M on the Z4. I was like, my guy.
It's an MZ4.
Yeah.
I love the people who put just M in front of their 530 whatever badge.
Yeah, it's like,
dude.
Because the fonts don't match.
My favorite is when they put it on the left side of the car, and then as if that's supposed to pass. Like, so like if they put if it's a 5 Series and they take it out and they put an M5 badge, but then they put the M5 badge on the left side, and then you're just like, no, dude, that's not the right side even, man. I love to especially because I'm privileged to be driving an M3. I love to drive by those people, and I just like to look at them as I go by, and they really try not to make eye contact because they've already noticed.
My shit fake as hell.
Yeah, my shit fake, dude. Don't look.
Yeah, I think what it boils down to really is the people that are just want to flex their car versus people that are actually car enthusiasts. It's night and day. The people that put M328 is you know nothing. What? Okay.
But BMW is promoting this now.
Yeah,
They have the
BMW
M Sport.
can suck one for that shit, dude.
Yeah.
What the hell?
They made the M328 real.
Yeah, people oh, I have an M package. Congrats, bitch. You got some badges and shit. It doesn't mean nothing, though. Yeah, but I have an M package. I'm like, bro, just leave right now. Don't even talk to me, dude. Well, some dude I know, he's not even a friend. He's an acquaintance. He really wanted to show me his new car. So he comes over one time. He shows it to me. It's man, he had the M package. And he's like, hey, look, I got the M340. And he kept saying it, M340. Every time he talked about his car, M340. I'm like, bro, come on. And I said to him, I'm like, you do know that's not a real M, right? And he's like, it says M340. I'm like, yeah, it's just a bunch of badges and stuff, but nothing's really different than the regular one. He's like, no, it's an M340. I'm like, all right, bro, whatever makes you happy, man.
No. That's when you punch him in the face.
I wanted to, man.
You don't even respond to that. You just punch him in the face.
I have an M. Oh, what about you, Andrew? What's your favorite or least favorite car modification trend thing?
Well, being a ricer myself, I guess, I've always been into modified cars and stuff like that. But I think, my favorite car mod has to be power upgrades. I have none, but that would be my favorite.
I can agree with Andrew on that one. I those are also my favorite, but I don't have any.
Yeah, me too. I'm I like the functional track whatever upgrades, and then you look at my car, it's lipped, plastic dip.
Yeah, but I'd huge respect to the guys that build their engines, forged internal stuff like that, add a turbo, injectors, all that kind of stuff. There's huge respect because there's a huge risk to doing stuff like that, and it's more than just unbolting your stock thing, putting something else in, calling it, oh, my car's not stock anymore. I think that's
more than
cool.
just I'll just put a big turbo. It's got
doing it
so
right,
it doesn't explode.
Yeah, exactly. Putting a turbo on, but also upgrading the infrastructure to the engine, making sure it can handle the power, doing it properly, having it run smoothly and efficiently, stuff like that. Huge respect to those guys.
Yeah, especially people who do them on work on rotaries.
Oh yeah, I know nothing about it. All I know is it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What about least favorite?
Least favorite. I think for me, I think when people go overboard with decals, for me, less is more. I like this clean, simple look. You can take a stock car, you can lower it, add some power to it, and then it just looks awesome. People that do too much with decals, a bunch of stickers.
But Andrew, you don't understand.
It's plus 5 horsepower per decal, bro.
Exactly.
Oh my
and
gosh.
aerodynamic efficiency is increased by 2.
Anyways, when I talk about decals, it's not the same as livery. There's like livery that looks awesome on some cars. The Martini livery, that's classic.
I love the Martini livery.
Yeah, looks so good. The Martini one, the Golf one, I think it just has to flow. Like everything you do to your car has to complement whatever else you do to your car. You have to have a good balance.
I'm gonna bag it and put freaking hella camber on it.
Hey, sometimes it looks good, man. Don't be talking all that shit over here.
I'm a bag it, put hella camber on it on stock wheels. What's good?
Okay, yeah. When your car looks like it skipped leg day, that's that's not what you want to do. Something else I really, really hate. Like, it pisses me off. Like, I go out of my way when I'm driving by these cars to take pictures and send them to my friends to roast them. When people add fake vents, like you go through the AutoZone catalog and you add like fender vents, fake hood, like what is it? The hood scoops. Oh my god! I can see the metal underneath your hood scoop that leads to nothing. Stop it!
My favorite one of these, was I was driving home from work one day and I saw this Chevy Spark and he had a fake hood scoop and it was on backwards.
No way.
Yeah. So the part that was collecting air, that would have been collecting air, was facing the driver.
It's more aerodynamic that way.
Yeah, it's like maybe he's like more aerodynamics going forward, and then if he wanted more like cool air and power, he's gonna breathe into it or something.
Go backwards.
Yeah. There was also one time. Okay, there's this car that's always parked in a certain parking lot I'm in, and it's a Mustang. It basically is everything that, Andrew, you would hate.
Full AutoZone catalog.
Like, this thing's got the fake side vents, like 8 of them on each side.
Oh, good.
And then it's got, like, the word Mustang spelled out in the, the plastic
that AutoZone
chrome
letter font. It's not even level. They're like different.
Yeah. Except this time it's not Mustang, because it was missing the G, so it's like Mustang. And then, and those XM radio, like, shark fin antennas?
Yeah.
This thing had 3 of them.
Oh, okay, I was about to ask, how many did he have?
Yes. Because he needs 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh. Did he have the chrome trim?
Yes, he did.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's definitely, that's like part number 32. These are the same kind of people that chop off like mufflers and then call it an exhaust mod.
It is an exhaust
dude,
mod.
It's way louder now. And just
You know the shit that I hate, actually? And this is some shit that manufacturers are doing too now, is the fake exhaust bullshit.
yup. Yes.
I hate that shit. Like, it started with the freaking Lexus. What is that called? The RCF? No. The other one before that. ISF. That shit had 2 fake exhausts for no damn reason. And now, the Toyota Camry, the higher end one, like the XES or whatever the shit it is? Or the
XSE.
Yeah, that one. That has a quad tip exhaust. And you're like, oh, damn, look, it's a Camry with fucking 4 exhaust tips. And you're like, wait a minute, I can't even see through one of them on each side. Like, what is the point of that shit, dude? And then it's not even like these companies. Like, look at fucking like Mercedes or Audi. They do that shit too.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a quad-tipped AMG, fucking SUV. And you're like, oh, shit, dude, it's an AMG SUV. Looks sick. Wait a minute. I can tell that there's another exhaust behind your 2 exhaust tips. And those are just tips.
Yeah. What really bothers me about that, when they integrate it well and you can't see the little metal pipe that comes out into the fake exhaust, that's fine. When it looks like it's supposed to be there, that's cool. But when you can see the fake exhaust and the
when you got your little
exhaust,
chrome ring just floating there in the air,
it's like, you guys, you guys have a lot of money. Just cut it a little shorter.
Seriously, man. It's not that hard for you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I actually want to continue talking about this some other week. There's like a lot to go into. We could go into like the different car communities and whatnot that exist out there. But
absolutely, yeah.
For now, let us go on to the news, which means we are going on first to our sponsored break.
Brack.
All right, guys, welcome to our sponsored break. Parth, as always, who is our sponsor?
Me as always. All right. So me as always, our sponsored break is sponsored. Wow. Our sponsored break is sponsored by. Jeez. Okay. So it's sponsored by Sapien, which is a blockchain-based social network that rewards users for high-quality content with cryptocurrency. And you can sign up today at www.sapien.network to start earning today. Thank you, Sapien, for continuing to sponsor us. There we go. That's what it is. Sponsor us. Jesus Christ. I'm done, Jeff.
they might stop sponsoring after this. This incompetent guy can't read.
Yeah, they're gonna contact us and be like, "Hey, can we have Jeff or Andrew say that part now?" Like,
Thank you,
And as
Sapien.
thank you for sponsoring us.
Oh, man. And as always, the Curbside podcast is sponsored by ourselves. Yay. But, you know, you can check us out at thecurbsidepodcast.com. And if you want to support our show, please email us at thecurbsidepodcast@gmail.com. You have any sponsors we don't know about, Andrew?
No.
Yeah, dude, he's got freaking Intel in his back pocket, bro. What the fuck?
I got the guys. I'm just holding
Any,
out
like,
on you
hidden
guys.
money you're keeping from us?
Yep.
Yeah, he's just, hiding the, sponsorship that he's getting. Dude's getting like $1 million a month or some shit.
All right, guys, let us get back to the show.
Now that we got you loose, oh, I can hear the birds waking early to saying that it's never too soon.
All right, guys, we are back, and it's time for the news. Who wants to go first?
Can I go? Because I don't actually have that much news to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
So I'll just get my thing out of the way. Real quick, new Corvette is coming out pretty soon. New Year's upon us. So if you want to buy an old Corvette, this is the perfect time to do it on the C7 Corvettes. And there's dealerships and programs from Chevy itself that are offering discounts as much as $16,000 off of brand new
oh my gosh.
C7 Corvettes. And,
Wow.
That's out of their own mouth, so who knows how much they'll give it to you for. So, yeah, this is like a fantastic time to buy a C7 Corvette if you don't really give a shit about the new one.
But now that the C8 Corvettes come out,
yeah,
like which one of you guys would want the C7 Corvette?
I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't mind like a ZR1.
Yeah, they're still pretty sweet.
Yeah, even a Z06, dude. Like, that's still pretty sick, too.
And I feel like the Corvette purists will still love what the
front
C7
engine.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You know how like the Porsche, the purists go like, oh, the last good generation was the air cooled 911, and then they were like, oh, the last good generation of the Porsche was the the electric steer or the hydraulic steering 911. That's probably what like some of the Corvette guys are probably
Yeah,
like.
absolutely.
The last good generation was the C7 because it had front engine.
Yeah.
C9's gonna come out. The last good generation was the C8.
Yeah, that's how it is for every single company. Yeah, so this is a fantastic time to buy a C7 Corvette. And in my other short news, I just want to get myself out of the damn way. The Dubai police has ordered a Tesla Cybertruck.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give that to them. Like, A, you could probably outrun every single car on their fleet. And B, it could probably smash through every single car on their fleet.
And that just looks like a car that belongs in that part of the world. So they've ordered one, and they've already posted it on their Twitter with their own police, livery on it. Yeah, they're pretty excited about it, looks like.
How many of that fleet do they actually use?
0.
It's just for show.
Yeah, I would love to get pulled over by one of those. Hell yeah.
We should just go to Dubai and just start speeding. So we'd be like, hey, so let's see who we get pulled over by.
I don't even think they just use that shit for their shows. They don't even bring them out to do actual like police work. They park them outside like the expensive hotels and shit, and then like bring them out to like charity functions. Like they use like the regular shitty cop cars for the other cop stuff. Actually, I've heard though that they use a few of their like actually really fast cars on the stretch between Dubai and Abu Dhabi, because apparently like it's like a hella empty freeway that's pretty massive because Dubai, and apparently a lot of like the rich family members of the royal family like to speed on that, so they they put those cop cars there to help them. I don't know what it means to help them. I don't think they pull them over.
I think it means they pull over so they can talk about their sweet cars.
Yeah, I think they might race together.
That might be it, actually.
That's all I got, guys.
Okay, for me, speaking of Corvettes, if you have pre-ordered your C8 Corvette, you can now let Hennessy know you would like 1,200 horsepower in it.
Hell yeah.
Hi, is this Hennessy? Yeah, how can we help you? I need some more horsepower. Can you do it? Heck yeah.
Sure.
But yeah, the Hennessy package, you get pretty much a total rebuild of your engine, forged aluminum pistons, forged steel connecting rods. Also, I think it looks like you get a full aero kit, and there's a sweet like a roof hood on it that goes back into your engine.
How many? How much is that thing gonna cost?
It hasn't said, but I would guess at least 5 figures.
On top of the Corvette's cost.
Yeah, they do ask you here on when you register your Corvette C8 to them, what's your budget? So it sounds like
really?
they have different packages.
So what if I say I got $50?
It starts at 5,000.
Okay, well,
What if I only have $50? You're gonna need to go get another zero. Is what you're gonna need.
Yeah, you go buy yourself another zero and come back. What does it say here? What's your budget? Have you reserved your C8? How much horsepower would you like?
Is this on the website right now?
Yeah, if you go on Hennessy's website, you can let them know.
No way.
What you
what
want.
the heck?
I want 1,000 horsepower C8.
Yeah. And here it says, please tell us how you might enjoy your C8. Car shows, drag race, standing half-mile or 1-mile events, road racing, autocross, fast street car.
Road racing. I like how
Yeah,
that's an
and-
option.
That's right.
Yeah, bro, I'm about to mod this shit up so I can go race for pigs, bro, in the streets of Oakland.
Yeah, in the fast street car option, in quotes, it says, fast street car, in quotes, embarrassing other exotics that cost many times more. So, you know Hennessy likes to have a good time. And honestly, it looks sweet, so it's probably worth your money.
I have another piece of news.
Okay.
Just real quick. You know on YouTube how, Ken Block does those like climb kanas or gym kanas?
Yeah.
So he has another climb kana now on the Tiananmen Mountain. That thing is pretty sick. If you guys haven't seen it, it's like, you should watch it.
What car is he
Part of it.
using?
He does
He's
some
using the
crazy
Huna
stuff.
truck.
Yeah.
I love me the Huna truck. All right, we'll go look that up.
Yeah, look at that Hennessy Corvette too, because the pictures they have, it looks so exotic. Like, you would not think this is an American car.
Yeah. Any other bits of news, Andrew?
The 2021 F-Type.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, I think it looks
It
sweet.
looks nice.
Yeah, it looks, in my opinion, way better than
The last one?
previous generation.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it, and I was like, it looks kind of generic.
Okay, you look kind of generic.
I saw it, I was like, nah, it looks kind of generic. And then I went back and looked at the old one. I'm like, nah, the new one looks better. So I was
dude,
like, I'm not sure how I feel about it anymore.
The front end is gorgeous. Their facelift, whatever they did, amazing. It looks
Yeah,
so good.
it like matches the rear end now, and I'm glad they
Yeah.
didn't touch the rear end. The rear, I'm glad they never touched because they got the rear right the first time, and then they just finally made the front end work too.
Yeah, no, it looks great. They got rid of their V6 option as well as their manual option.
Oh no!
Oh, man.
Yeah, so fucking V4. You get an inline 4 option or a V8.
Actually, wait, are you sure about that? Because I'm just reading something that says they have a V6 option.
Yeah, for some reason, I feel like I read somewhere on Instagram. Nope, you are right. Please edit this out.
Okay,
By saying that, you have left it in.
shit, dude.
Yeah, I read somewhere on Instagram the V6 was out, but yeah. So the 4-cylinder is 296 horsepower, V6 is 380, V6 supercharged, and a supercharged V8 with 575.
Yeah, I've always liked this car. I like it even more now.
Yeah, and I feel like it's like kind of an underrated car. You don't see a whole lot of them.
No.
Compared to whatever else is in its competing class.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jaguar is definitely a very under the radar brand, I feel like.
Yeah, the entire like car lineup goes unnoticed most of the time.
Yeah.
Kind of because they all kind of look the same, to be honest.
Yeah.
And which is why I kind of looked at the new face and was like, oh no, they glued the corporate face onto it. But I mean, it doesn't look terrible either.
It actually looks a lot better than the 2020, in my opinion. The front.
So guys, here's an interesting one. The Chevy Suburban has gotten a
Well.
Hollywood star. You know the Walk of Fame, the stars?
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Chevy Suburban has become the first inanimate object to get a Hollywood star.
The fucking Suburban?
Yeah.
You would think it's like a Cadillac CTS or
yeah.
something.
I thought it would be
Or
like
a
a Cadillac
Chrysler
Escalade.
300.
Right? I do not know why, but
They paid for it, that's why.
Yeah, they definitely did, yeah.
but apparently Chevy Suburban has been in more than 1,750 films since 1960.
Well, yeah, because they use him in like every FBI fucking movie.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
was about to
they
say they're
drive, so,
all
like,
cop cars.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need generic FBI car. Get a Suburban and paint it black.
Yeah. Like, how's that? Okay.
all they do is pull into screen,
Yeah.
open the doors.
And then people in suits will like hop out.
Car and Driver was reporting on it, and they were like, why isn't the DeLorean get a star then?
Yeah, I feel like DeLorean
one
deserves
movie.
it more.
Yeah, it's in one movie, but it's like one of the
iconic.
most famous
iconic.
movie cars ever out. It's just
That's
a
true.
weird piece of news, guys. I want to move on to guys, did you see the Lamborghini V12 Vision Gran Turismo?
Well, it has vision in it, so do I really want to look at it? Because it's gonna
Yeah,
just
is it
ruin my
even
hopes
real?
and dreams. Yeah.
It is gonna ruin your hopes and dreams because it's probably made only for the Gran Turismo game.
What the fuck is the point of that?
A lot of car companies do that for the Gran Turismo games.
Yeah, I know,
They
but like, go
release
fuck off.
I know Bugatti did one that the Chiron is kind of based on. Peugeot did Citroen did a really cool one.
BMW did one.
Yeah, they all fucking do one, and I mean, I don't like concepts as they stand in general because they just ruin the dream. And now you're doing one for a game, which you know is just not even gonna be real.
People were talking about how the Cybertruck looks like it belongs in space. Have you guys looked this thing up yet?
Yeah, this one
Yeah, it
looks like
looks
it belongs
badass.
in space. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Just makes
Halo
you go-
supercar.
Yeah, yeah. When Master Chief has spent enough time, and then he just needs to go retire, get a nice little sports car to have fun with on the weekends, this is what he gets.
Yeah, it looks badass.
And then one other thing.
Is it another vision or concept, Jeff? I swear to God.
It is not a vision or a concept, but it's also something you're probably never going to have.
Okay.
It is the new ital design. It's based on the Nissan GTR. It's the ital design GTR 50.
Well, I thought you could buy that.
You can buy that.
Just cough
For
up
1 million.
1.2.
Yep, for a cool $1.12 million.
But
It's
at
got-
least you can buy it.
Yeah. It's got 710 horsepower, which is 110 horsepower more than the Nismo GTR. What do you guys think about this thing?
Dumb. There's people that build GTRs. Have you seen like the Alpha package GTR that's
Yeah.
like 1,200 horsepower?
Or the Omega.
You can spend like a fifth of the money that you spend on this ital design GTR and absolutely smoke this thing.
I think the only thing you're paying for this
looks?
is the looks, the design,
It
right?
doesn't
Because
look
it's
that good.
it's like a coach work type deal.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, I don't think it looks all too great, to be honest.
Nissan just needs to come out with a new GTR in general, dude. This thing is
Yeah.
getting old now.
How old is this thing now?
What, 2008 was the first one?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 08 is when the
Shoot,
first
oh.
one came out.
11 years, and it's not really changed at all. All it's done is get more expensive, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the only thing that's changed is the price.
Yeah, it started at 60 grand, which was like, oh yes, a 60 grand car that could smoke a 911 turbo on the Nürburgring, and then it became 90,000 and 100,000, and now it's $1 million.
And 1.2 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think the people that buy this just like, I have this.
Yeah, I have this. That's literally what it is. I have this. So I bought this. Why'd you buy it? I had money, and I didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward for a new GTR to come out.
Let's hope they do it. And I think also with this name, like what they did with the Supra, obviously the GTR, you kill it for a couple of years, build the hype up, and then when you finally bring it back, you make a fucking killing off of it.
Yeah, it would be a revival of all the old Japanese greats, which means freaking Mitsubishi, stop making your stupid SUVs and make another 3000 GT Evo or a new Eclipse.
Yeah,
come on, guys.
I did see somewhere Evo 11 is rumored to come back
As an SUV?
No, I don't think so. I saw something like
you.
a hybrid or something, but we'll see. Speaking of that, what needs to come back? The RX series. Nissan
the
Silvia
Lexus?
needs to come back.
Oh. Dude, they still sell the RX 400s, man.
No, they don't.
All right, guys, that's all I have for news. What about you guys? Good?
That's all I got, man.
Cool. So, guys, thank you again for listening to another week of the Curbside Podcast. As always, if you want to find us, you could go to thecurbsidepodcast.com. You could also find a Libsyn link there where you could listen to our podcast on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, all that other good stuff. And we are on Instagram and Facebook as the Curbside Podcast, and we are on Twitter as at Curbside Pod. And then we are also on YouTube. We have a YouTube link that is way too long, so just do a quick Google search of the Curbside Podcast, and you'll probably find us. We will try to get more video content out there as soon as we get some ideas. You could watch our LA Auto Show coverage there. And, as always, I want to thank Kid Dope for letting us use his song, Fast Cars and Wild Hearts, as the intro and outro to our show. And, as always, I am Jeff.
And I'm Parth.
I'm Andrew.
Remember, drive safe, and life is too short to drive boring cars.
Bye-bye.
Touch the brakes to keep